Good afternoon, one and all. I am Dr. C.H.V.V.S. Surekha. Now, I am the faculty of K.B.N. College in the Department of Mathematics and Statistics. Now, I would like to explain the concept of testing of hypothesis. Introduction to testing of hypothesis. Testing of hypothesis is a statistical method to used in making inference about a population based on sample data. It helps researchers determine if there is enough evidence to support or reject a specified claim of hypothesis. The process involves formulating null and alternative hypotheses and concluding statistical tests to make a decision. In these very important definitions like null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis, null hypothesis. Hypothesis nothing but a statement. So, now the definition of null hypothesis. A statistical hypothesis with no difference or with null attitude called null hypothesis and is denoted by H0. And the alternative hypothesis, it is denoted by H1. It is the claim that contradicts the null hypothesis. That is, it suggests that there is a significant difference, and the null hypothesis and the alternative hypothesis are mutually exclusive and exhaustive, and meaning they cover all possibilities. Now, critical region. The critical region or rejection region. It is the set of all values of the test statistic that causes us to reject the null hypothesis. For example, shaded region. If we see the red shaded region, usually high sample proportion. Area is 0.05 used to criterion for identifying unusually high sample proportions. And the basic definitions are types of error. First, type 1 error and type 2 error. Type 1 error. Type 1 error means the error of rejecting the null hypothesis H0 when it is true is called type 1 error. The probability of type 1 error is denoted by alpha. And type 2 error. Type 2 error means the error of accepting H0 when H0 is false. And the probability of type 2 error is denoted by beta. Next, level of significance. The level of significance is denoted by alpha. The significance level is the predetermined level of risk or willing to take in rejecting the null hypothesis. It represents the probability of committing a type 1 error. Commonly used significance levels are 0.05 and 0.01, means 5% or 1%. And next, power of the test. Probability of rejecting H0 when H0 is false is called power of the test. Means it is a correct statement and is denoted by 1 minus beta. Next, in this we use test statistics. Test statistics are used to determine the likelihood observations of sampling data assuming the null hypothesis is true. Commonly in this test, we used tests like Z test, T test, chi-square test, F test, depending on the nature of the data. If the sample size is greater than or equal to 30, we use large sample test. If the sample size is less than 30, we use small sample test. On the nature of the data and the hypothesis being tested, the test statistic is compared to a critical value or a p-value to make a decision about null hypothesis. అంటే ఏంటంటే null hypothesis యాక్సెప్ట్ చేయాలా రిజెక్ట్ చేయాలా అనేది ఆ p వాల్యూ మీద డిపెండ్ అయి ఉంటుంది. Critical value approach. In the critical value approach, a critical value is determined the significant level and the test statistic distribution. If the test statistic exceeds the critical value, we reject the null hypothesis. Otherwise, we fail to reject the null hypothesis. Means మనం ఏదైనా టెస్ట్ చేసేటప్పుడు ముందు null hypothesis తీసుకుంటాం, అంటే డిఫరెన్స్ ఏమీ లేదు అని తీసుకుంటాం. ఈ తీసుకున్న స్టేట్మెంట్ కరెక్టా కాదా అనేది ఒక టెస్ట్ స్టాటిస్టిక్ ద్వారా మనం చేస్తాము. ఈ తీసుకున్న టెస్ట్ స్టాటిస్టిక్స్ అంటే సమ్ క్యాలిక్యులేషన్స్ ద్వారా వచ్చే వాల్యూని మనం టేబుల్ వాల్యూతో కంపేర్ చేస్తాం, మీన్స్ క్రిటికల్ వాల్యూతో. అంటే 5% దగ్గర కానీ 1% దగ్గర కానీ మనం టెస్ట్ చేస్తాం. ఒకవేళ మనం తీసుకున్న క్యాలిక్యులేటెడ్ వాల్యూ కనుక లెస్ దాన్ టేబుల్ వాల్యూ అయితే మనం తీసుకున్న హైపోథసిస్ కరెక్ట్ అని చెప్తాము, యాక్సెప్ట్ చేస్తాము. అదర్వైజ్ వి రిజెక్ట్ ద నల్ హైపోథసిస్. మీన్స్ అక్కడ నల్ హైపోథసిస్ రిజెక్ట్ చేస్తున్నాము అంటే వి యాక్సెప్ట్ ద ఆల్టర్నేటివ్ హైపోథసిస్. The critical value is typically obtained from statistical tables or and these test of hypothesis is used in some situations like making evidence decisions in various fields like including businesses, healthcare and social sciences. It allows researchers to test claims, make predictions and draw conclusions about population based on the sample data. Understanding the principles and methods of hypothesis testing is crucial for conducting rigorous and reliable research. Thank you.